Imagine this. You're standing in front of a mirror at 25. Your chest is broad, your arms are firm, and your strength feels unstoppable. Fast forward 15 years. You're 40, maybe 42, and suddenly the reflection has changed. The arms don't look as sharp, the belly feels heavier, and the energy you once carried now seems to fade faster. Here's the shocking part. It's not just in your head. Science proves that after 40, men begin to lose muscle mass at an alarming rate, and if you don't act now, you might lose up to 8% of your muscle every single decade. But why does this happen? And more importantly, can you stop it or even reverse it? Stay with me till the end because the truth will surprise you. So let's break it down. The human body is like a machine. When you're young, your testosterone, growth hormones, and recovery rate are at their peak. Your body builds muscle almost as if it's on autopilot. Miss a meal? Doesn't matter, you bounce back. Skip a workout? No problem, the muscles still stay. But once you cross 40, the game changes. Here's the first big reason: testosterone decline. After 30, testosterone levels drop by about 1% every year. By the time you're 40, your testosterone could already be 10–15% lower than it was in your 20s. And testosterone isn't just a male hormone. It's the fuel that builds and maintains muscle. Without enough of it, your body starts burning muscle instead of building it. The second reason is something most men ignore: slower protein synthesis. Your body simply doesn't process and use protein as efficiently as before. Imagine pouring water into a bucket full of holes. That's what eating protein after 40 can feel like if you don't adjust your diet and training. And then comes the silent killer: sedentary lifestyle. Think about it. At 20, you're moving, playing, working out, maybe even partying all night. But at 40, you're stuck behind a desk, stressed with responsibilities, barely sleeping enough. The less you move, the faster your muscles shrink. It's not just about exercise, it's about daily activity. Here's a relatable example. Two men, same age, both 42. One keeps a busy desk job, barely exercises, and thinks walking to the fridge counts as movement. The other makes time for 3 strength workouts a week, eats balanced meals, and keeps his stress in check. In just 5 years, the difference is shocking. The first man looks 10 years older, weaker, and struggles with even basic tasks. The second still looks sharp, energetic, and strong. Same age, but completely different bodies. But here's where the story gets interesting. Losing muscle isn't just about looking less muscular, it's directly linked to your metabolism, energy, and even sexual health. Yes, the less muscle you have, the fewer calories you burn, even while resting. That's why men often complain. I eat the same food, but now I keep gaining fat. It's not the food, it's the muscle loss. And the worst part? Muscle loss leads to fat gain, and fat gain further lowers testosterone. A vicious cycle that can trap men in weakness, tiredness, and frustration. But is this decline inevitable? Do men have to accept that after 40, their best days are behind them? Or is there a way to fight back and keep your muscles strong even as the years go by? The answer will shock you, and it's not what most people think. So here's the truth. Muscle loss after 40 is real, but it's not a death sentence. In fact, studies show that men who change their habits can build muscle even in their 50s, 60s, and beyond. Yes, you heard that right. Muscle growth doesn't have an age limit, but it does require a different strategy. The first weapon in your arsenal is strength training. Not endless cardio, not fancy machines, but pure resistance training. Think: push-ups, squats, deadlifts, and dumbbell presses. Why? Because lifting weights sends a strong signal to your body. We still need this muscle. Don't get rid of it. Without that signal, your body simply thinks, we're aging. We don't need muscle anymore. Let's store fat instead. The second key is protein timing and intake. Remember the bucket full of holes? To patch it up, men over 40 need slightly higher protein than younger men, about 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. And instead of eating it all in one meal, spread it throughout the day. Think eggs at breakfast, chicken or beans at lunch, fish or tofu at dinner, and maybe a protein shake in between. But diet isn't just about protein. You need the right micronutrients too. Vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids play a huge role in testosterone and muscle health. Low on these, your body won't recover or build muscle efficiently. Now, let's talk about something most men overlook: sleep and stress. Did you know that just 5 nights of poor sleep can drop your testosterone by up to 15%? Imagine what years of late nights, overwork, and constant stress do to your body. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is like a wrecking ball for muscle. The higher it goes, the faster you lose strength. So, prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep isn't a luxury. It's a necessity if you want to fight muscle loss. Let's go back to our earlier example of the 2 men at 42. Picture them at 50. The man who never trained, never fixed his diet, and ignored sleep. He now struggles with back pain, his energy is drained, and he looks years older. The second man, who took control of his health, he's still running around with his kids, lifting weights with ease, and feels like he's in his 30s. Which man do you want to be? And here's the surprising fact. Research from Harvard found that men in their 60s who followed a consistent strength training routine gained just as much muscle as men in their 30s. Age slows you down, yes, but it doesn't stop you unless you let it. So the shocking truth is this: men don't lose muscle simply because they age. They lose it because they stop fighting for it. The body adapts to what you demand from it. If you demand nothing, it gives you weakness. If you demand strength, it gives you muscle, even at 40, 50, or 60. And now, it's your turn. Will you let time steal your strength, or will you take charge and prove that age is just a number? If this video gave you clarity and motivation, then don't stop here. Smash that like button, subscribe for more powerful health insights, and share your own story in the comments below. Because remember, your best days don't have to be behind you. With the right action, they're still ahead.